Hey everyone! Welcome to Battery Hacker. In this video, you're going to learn exactly how to figure out the number of batteries and solar panels needed to power your loads properly. I've made a complete step-by-step guide for sizing your off-grid solar system. From checking your total power loads, choosing the right battery voltage, deciding how many backup days you need, calculating your battery size, finding your average sun hours, and finally working out how many solar panels are required, we'll cover everything step by step. I'll walk you through each part in a clear, easy-to-follow way so you can understand the calculations as we go. And if you prefer a quicker method, there's also a link in the description for a calculator where you can enter your own values. It'll handle all the math for you. Now, let's begin and get your off-grid solar system perfectly sized. Step 1. Analyzing the loads. The first and most important step in sizing your off-grid setup is to make a list of all your appliances and note how long each one runs in a normal day. Here's an example system from one of my clients. LED lights, total 20 watts, used for about 8 hours per day. These are DC lights, running straight from the battery, so no inverter is required. Fridge, 100 watts, with a 30% duty cycle, meaning the compressor stays active around 8 hours a day. If the fridge is in a warmer room, that time can increase. Laptop charger, 35 watts, used for 4 hours daily. TV, 50 watts, used for 1 hour each day. For appliances that run only a few minutes, convert the time into hours. For example, 5 minutes divided by 60 gives 0.083 hours. Now, don't forget inverter standby power. Even when nothing's running, it still draws a bit of energy. A 1,000-watt inverter uses about 20 watts on standby, a 3,000-watt model around 30 watts, and some hybrid inverters can take up to 50 watts. All that standby usage also needs to be added into your total load. After adding everything, the total daily energy consumption comes to about 1,630 watt-hours. We'll use this number later in the calculations. Step 2. Selecting battery voltage. Choosing the right battery voltage is another key part of designing an off-grid system. A higher voltage helps reduce current, lowers wire size and cost, and improves efficiency overall. It's best to keep the system current below 100 amps if you can. Here's a simple rule of thumb. 12-volt system, up to a 1,000-watt inverter. 24-volt system, between 1,000 and 2,000 watts. 48-volt system, up to 5,000 watts. If you need more power, you can always connect multiple inverters in parallel. Let's look at a quick example. If you're using a 1,000-watt inverter with a 12-volt battery bank, 1,000 divided by 12 equals 83 amps. For safety, multiply that by 1.25. That gives about 104 amps, so a 100-amp fuse would be suitable here. Step 3. Days of autonomy. The next step is to decide how many days you want your system to keep running only on battery power, without any help from the solar panels. This is called days of autonomy. I usually recommend planning for 3 days of autonomy. That means your system should be able to keep things running for up to 3 cloudy days with no sunlight. This gives you a good balance between cost and reliability. But if you're still connected to the grid, then even 1 day of autonomy can be enough. Step 4. Calculating battery size. Now let's calculate how big your battery bank should be. We'll go through both lead-acid and lithium batteries. There are 2 main things to keep in mind here. How much of the battery capacity you can actually use. How efficient the battery is at storing and releasing energy. For lead-acid batteries, you can only use about 50% of the total capacity, and they're roughly 80% efficient. That means for every 100 watt-hours stored, you get only about 80 watt-hours back. Let's use our total daily energy usage from Step 1, 1,630 watt-hours. For 3 days of autonomy, the formula goes like this: 1,630 daily use times 3 days of autonomy, divided by 0.5, 50% usable, divided by 0.8, 80% efficiency, equals 12,225 watt-hours. To find the battery capacity in amp-hours, divide by the battery voltage. 12,225 divided by 12 equals 1,018 amp-hours. So you'll need around 1,018 amp-hours of lead-acid batteries at 12 volts. Now let's see the calculation for lithium batteries. Lithium batteries can be used up to 80% of their capacity and are about 99% efficient. Using the same daily load, 1,630 times 3 divided by 0.8 divided by 0.99 equals 6,173 watt-hours. Then divide by 12 volts. 6,173 divided by 12 equals 514 amp-hours. So, to store the same amount of energy, you only need 514 ampere-hours of lithium batteries, about half the size of the lead-acid setup. This shows how much more efficient and space-saving lithium batteries can be. Step 5. Finding sun hours. Now it's time to find out how much sunlight your location gets each day. This is really important because it affects how many solar panels you'll need. You can check this using the PV Watts tool. It's a free online calculator. Just enter your location. For example, let's take Houston, Texas, and scroll to the results section. There you'll see the average sun hours for every month of the year. When sizing your system, always look at the month with the lowest sun hours, because that's the hardest time for solar generation. For Houston, the lowest month is December, with an average of 3.47 sun hours per day. Knowing this value helps you design a system that still performs well, even during the least sunny months. Step 6. Calculating solar panels. Now we'll figure out how many solar panels you need to charge your battery bank fully within a single day, especially during those low sun months. Let's start with lead-acid batteries. Since you can only use 50% of their capacity, you just need to recharge that half every day. So if your total battery capacity is 12,225 watt-hours, you only need to recharge 6,112 watt-hours per day. Now, divide that by the average sun hours. 6,112 divided by 3.47 equals 1,760 watts of solar power. That means you'll need about 1,760 watts of solar panels to fully recharge your lead-acid batteries in one day. For lithium batteries, the calculation is slightly different because you can use up to 80% of their capacity. Let's say you charge from 10% to 90% each day. With a total capacity of 6,173 watt-hours, you'll need to recharge 4,938 watt-hours daily. Divide that by the same 3.47 sun hours. 4,938 divided by 3.47 equals 1,420 watts. So you'll need about 1,420 watts of solar panels to fully charge your lithium batteries in a day, even in winter. These numbers are based on the worst-case scenario, the lowest sunlight month. In summer, your batteries will charge faster because you'll get more sun hours. But it's always smart to size your off-grid solar system for the toughest months. That way, your system stays reliable all year round. And that's how you calculate the solar panel requirements for your off-grid solar setup. If you found this helpful, Please like the video and subscribe for more easy-to-understand solar guides from Battery Hacker.